Occupation is only the beginning. The real test is what ordinary people do when the enemy is already inside the gates. Previously, German troops landed in Maine. Anna Brennan searched for her brother, and in the ruins of her family home, a German officer spoke her name. Hauptmann Richter did not shout. He poured tea into a china cup he had taken from a bombed hotel, and asked Anna why a Boston reporter would bicycle through a war zone. Anna said nothing. Richter smiled and said, "Because you are looking for someone. We can help each other find him." Michael had memorized guard rotations, truck schedules, and the names of every prisoner who could still walk. On the third night, he and a dozen others slipped through the wire. One man was shot. The rest vanished into the pine forests with only one goal: reach Portland before the Germans did. Eliner's network had grown from librarians and schoolteachers to mechanics, dock workers, and a few soldiers who had escaped capture. They smuggled maps, sabotaged fuel depots, and passed information to anyone who would fight. Now they had a name, Richter, and they had a reporter inside his headquarters. The German invasion had always been a gamble. Their supply line stretched across an ocean the American Navy was slowly reclaiming. Now, with the Royal Navy refusing to fight for a conquered Britain, the occupying force began to realize they were trapped. Michael linked up with Eliner's cell on the outskirts of the city. He was filthy, half-starved, and carrying a captured German rifle. When Eliner told him Anna had been taken to Richter's headquarters, he did not hesitate. Then that is where we go first. Richter offered Anna a typewriter and a deal. Write that the occupation was orderly, that civilians were safe, and she could see her brother. Anna looked at the machine and thought of every story she had ever killed to keep a source safe. "I am a reporter," she said. Not a liar. The American counterattack began at dawn. Artillery thundered from the west. Resistance fighters cut phone lines and blocked roads. German soldiers who had expected an easy occupation found themselves fighting house to house in a city that refused to surrender. Michael's team breached the headquarters through the cellar. Richter reached for his pistol, but Anna was faster. She smashed the typewriter over his arm and ran. Michael grabbed her hand and pulled her into the corridor. "You hit him with a typewriter," he laughed. "You always were dramatic." By nightfall, the Germans were evacuating. Anna stood on the waterfront watching the enemy ships pull away, carrying Richter with them. A naval officer offered her passage south to safety. Eliner handed her a notebook full of names. "Someone has to write this down," Eliner said again. Anna filed the story that made her famous. Not a propaganda piece, not a hero's tale, but a record of what occupation had cost ordinary people. She wrote through the night, and when she finished, she knew it was only the first chapter. The escaped officers were still out there, and they had her name. In this timeline, America survived its darkest hour. But the men who escaped with the resistance lists would not rest. Anna Brennan had become more than a reporter. She had become a witness, and witnesses are always watched. Season 2, The Occupation's Shadow. Subscribe so you do not miss it.